This week on Breaking Ball, how the West will be won. We ride the High Chaparral in the Garden County. And going south, a former gunslinger talks bonanza. 'Twas the week when Meath didn't come undone again. And Cork almost did again. Oh, and a big goodbye to the Offaly footballers again. Sorry to see you go. Some advice to teams playing Meath. No silly penalties. Got that?
Runs on here, and there has to be a penalty, surely.
No soft penalties. Mr. Giles has grown up on a diet of soft penalties. And Mr. Corkery, he too has grown up on a diet of, well, cheap setup jokes about his weight. Not on this programme though. The run-up gives the goalie no time to guess, but just wide. So who ate all the humble pie?
Let off for Clare. They're still 2 points behind.
Also put away for the summer, Offaly, those dark horses of Leinster.
2 minutes, and Offaly win a free.
Yes, and deservedly so that time, because Vinnie Clappy's jersey was being held, I think.
Can Offaly remain in the championship? It depends on this kick. It's a difficult angle.
This losers' series was never meant for one as beautiful as you, Vincent. Here's a guy to see about tickets. Double agent Mossy Carroll. Limerick man, Tipperary man, Limerick man again. Meet the selector who came in from the cold.
I suppose the fact that you do move counties and move clubs, it is a controversial move, and was a controversial move at the time. But from my point of view, I consider it was the right thing to do. I was living in Tipperary. I had a house in Tipperary, and I was going to get married to a Tipperary woman, and I saw my future at the time, I suppose, as being in Tipperary.
Pat Herbert coming on for the Limerick man, and going off is Mossy Carroll.
My move might have been maybe linked to the fact that I was substituted in the final in 1980, but I mean, that wasn't the case. Things weren't going well for us in the final in 1980, and changes have to be made. Same as I'm in the opposite situation now, having to make changes, you know, with the other selectors that are there at the moment. I really enjoyed my 2 years with Tipperary. I played club hurling with St Mary's and Clonmel, and playing inter-county hurling for that 2 years as well with Tipperary, and know some of the lads, and would have played with Nicky English at the time as well. The reason I got involved with the current setup in Limerick then is the fact that 2 years ago I received a request from my home club at home in Garraspillane to know would I go back to a bit of training and hurling and coaching with them. So I was delighted to go back and to get involved. So I suppose the fact that I was kind of in the public eye back there, I received a phone call from Eamon Cregan asking me would I be interested in getting involved. In fairness to Eamon and in fairness to the county board, they put a proposition to me that my only involvement would be on match days over the winter, and then when the long evenings would come in from the month of April, that I'd be expected to travel up and down, and that's the way it happened, and thankfully we're still going and still going strong, and I'm still travelling up and down. I must say I really enjoy working with Eamon. I mean, he knows the game inside out. He has very definite ideas in the way the game should be played. Well, I think the big difference about the team this year is at the start of the year we had a players' meeting, and I think fellas realised that a victory was going to have to come from within the players. I think that is what happened this year. It's obvious kind of that the spirit shown is coming really from within the team, and there's a great mix and a great blend, and a lot of these under-21s have won an All-Ireland medal, and that's a huge psychological advantage to them.
They're going to come out and they're going to try and get straight into this Cork team, who've been made the hottest of favourites by so many of the experts.
we did use the fact that we were such underdogs to our advantage on the day, and it suited us really that neither the general public around Limerick or the media or the Cork public were giving us a chance, so we could come down here and give it one lash really. And we knew that Cork were going to be under a bit of pressure because it was their home patch, and anyone playing at home in the first round of a championship, particularly when the team that loses are going to be knocked out, are going to be under a bit of pressure. So thankfully it happened and worked for us on the day. We're lucky this year that we have established players in key positions playing well. I suppose you'd have to mention the likes of Mark Foley, wing back, who has done very well for us this year, and who of course was Young Hurler of the Year in '96, so he has a couple of years experience. We persisted with Ali centre forward this year, and he has really come up trumps by showing real leadership qualities, and has made up for the fact that we really haven't had a centre forward over the last number of years. We've done very well in Páirc Uí Chaoimh, the 2 games we've played. I think the surface also suits us. We're trying to get away from this idea where we play a short hand passing game and we have to get possession of the ball and run with it or whatever. We're trying to play a simpler game where we leave the ball do the work.
On the team for Kilkenny.
It's a long time since Limerick last won the All-Ireland, 28 years, 1973. We've had a few bad experiences since, so it's proving a difficult hurdle to cross, and for that reason I suppose we're looking no further than Sunday.
Mullinahone, where John Lahey is celebrated first, everything else second, where hurling has become the mainstream faith.
South Tipperary is generally has been a football area for going back 40-50 years. Has been a massive turnaround in 16 or 17 years in the parish. It's ironic that back in 1981-82 we found it difficult here to actually give hurleys to schools. Everything except hurling was played in Mullinahone at one stage. I mean, okay, the football was fairly common because we're traditionalists, and I think it's a natural progression for any kid anyway to pick up a ball and either kick it or play soccer with it or play football with it. You could have seen kids down in the church car parks on BMX bikes doing tricks, hopscotch, skateboarding. And it wasn't because they didn't want to play hurling, it just because the facility wasn't there. And I mean, it was always going to take somebody very, very special to come out of the blue. And I think John Lahey has proved that he's not just special for Mullinahone, he was special for Tipperary.
Cross towards John Lahey, took it in his stride. Looks good. That's gone over the bar.
John burst on the scene at 16 years of age in the parish, and he made his debut with Mullinahone in a junior hurling game.
Quick step inside, lovely point.
When I started hurling seriously, was about 15 or 16, and Mullinahone had a junior team at the time, and I just up to the field and just practiced with them, and just enjoyed it so much I kept at it. Made the Tip minor team in '87, and the whole county was on a high at that time. Tip seniors after making a breakthrough, and we won the minor Munster final that time. We got beaten by All-Ireland, and they were great. They were great interest in it in Mullinahone, and just grew from there. First breakthrough would be in '88. We played, which was the first time we fielded under 21 team on our own. It was in the B Championship, and that year we won the hurling and the football county final in the B. That was our first real success.
We went on to win a county junior hurling title in 1989, and this was billed as a magnificent occasion. You had the master of the time, which was Nicholas English, and the up and coming, the uppie, you could say, ready to take on his crown was John Lahey. It was a laughable suggestion, actually, to think that Mullinahone could contest a county senior hurling title. But we felt like that with the talent we had at our disposal, if an effort was made, it could be done. So we got to the county hurling final in '97. Fantastic occasion for Mullinahone. I think not winning the game was irrelevant, because what had built up for morale in Mullinahone and stature, it was a tidal wave, and we've been on the crest of it since. We've been lucky with natural ability, and these players, John Paul Kelly, Owen Kelly, Brian O'Mara, Potman. These were special players that just we were fortunate to have in our parish. But I do think, I think behind all those players was the ambition and the drive that John Leahy instilled in us all.
He really forcefully hit that one and it drops over the bar.
Fella comes along and plays with the Tip seniors when he's 18, and it was, a bad junior hurling team in the club. John Leahy was taken off and hurling was taken off in the club, so it wasn't long before hurling became number one as well,
Here's John Leahy. Oh, what a dummy. What skill. The magician does it again.
Impossible to follow in his footsteps. I just mullock away and do my best.
The medial ligament is gone, and it's a very successful operation, but it's only time consuming. You're looking bracket of 6 months, but hopefully it does next year.
I have no doubt that John Leahy will come back from the injury. His drive and determination will see to that, and I think his burning ambition to win a county senior hurling title with Mullinahone, with his club, will bring him back.
So to the men who won't score a goal unless it's a beautiful goal. Number 3 for June, Henry Shefflin.
Outside there towards Canis Brennan. Canis towards Charlie Carter. Missed completely by Martin. On it comes here towards the fresh man in. And here's a goal chance, and it has to be. And it is.
Beautiful move, Doctor. Beautiful move. 1, 2, 3. Top class hurling. Passed it around the pitch, threw it around. You won't see a better goal than that.
It's turning into a rout, and we haven't even reached half time. Kilkenny, who beat Offaly by 11 points.
Number 2, another one for the album from Paul Flynn.
To place a man there to Paul Flynn. Now Paul Flynn, would there be a goal on his mind, Paul Flynn? He's put it in with the free. Well, the referee was going to perhaps give an advantage. Yes, it was. He was giving an advantage. That's what he was doing. That's what Pat.
And prettiest of them all, Ollie Moran, of course.
Halfway. Looking for Brian Begley. Hasn't really been in the game yet, and it ran away from him there. It can break here. For Ollie Moran. Would he ever go for a goal? Yes! Ollie Moran, the man. And cometh the hour, cometh the man. Limerick needed that. It was a good run through by Ollie Moran. There was nothing on his mind except the goal, because he knew the big gap on the scoreboard.
Like all good relationships, ours is based on mutual respect.
You have to work with nature if you want nature to work with you.
Sometimes that means confronting your own fears.
Accepting your own insignificance in the face of irresistible force.
Every journey of discovery must begin with respect for the simple gifts nature has given us.
We all have our mountains to climb. The important thing is what we learn about ourselves along the way.
Bulmer's Original Cider. Discover your true nature.
He's taking his time over this one. First long one today, needs a steady hand. He's cleared the water hazard, now gently. A bit of luck there, but they all count.
Hope you're practicing for the Murphy's Irish Open. Photo Island, Cork, starting June 28th.
This 4th of July, celebrate with a little treat from Cuisine de France. Cuisine de France, embrace the taste.